Welcome, agents of Spectre. It has been brought to my attention that Her Majesty's Secret Service has issued their 00 agents a new firearm. In today's briefing, we shall review that firearm. Let us commence with the bond report.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Bond Report. My name is Chris, aka the Bearded Blofeld. If this is your first time here, I put out a weekly video reviewing James Bond movies, collectibles, and pretty much anything 007 related. If you like the content, please consider subscribing, and I always appreciate a thumbs up. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at the Bond Report for daily updates and teasers of upcoming videos. Now with that out of the way, today we're talking about the Walther PPK Operative AIRSOFT Pistol by Umarex. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to refer to it as the Operative or the PPK. This is an officially licensed replica of the famous Walther PPK, not used by 007. But it's damn close. The S in PPKS is what makes this pistol different from the pistol issued to 007. And all it really means is that it has a longer grip, making it easier to shoot with one additional round in the magazine. This is distributed by Umarex here in the States. If you don't know who Umarex is, they've been in the airsoft game since 1972. The year after Diamonds Are Forever was released in theaters. I am old! The Operative has a metal trigger, a metal safety switch, as well as a metal hammer. Now, if you pull the hammer back like I've just done, you can pull the trigger and it will release the hammer, but it will not fire. The only way to fire this is actually to rack the slide. It is pretty much like a standard pistol would be. You rack the slide now with the hammer cocked like this. If you pull the trigger, that will fire if there is a round in one of the magazines. Speaking of magazines, you also have the pinky extension magazine here that also has a metal base plate on it. For display purposes, I keep it like this. Now, if I'm being honest with you guys, this gun really doesn't feel cheap. It is unloaded right now. There's no magazine in it at all. You know, with the metal accents, it does help. It does have a good weight to it, and racking the slide, while it's not crisp, it does slingshot back into place pretty well. Now, once you have racked the slide, it will cock the hammer. Now, at this point, if this was loaded, if you pull the trigger and you can hear the difference, that spring is now releasing to, propel the plastic BB. It does come with two separate magazines. You get a flush fitting one, which is what I use for display. And then it does drop out nice, I will say. The button is really tactile. And then you also get the pinky extension, which I showed earlier. Now, this, if you're actually shooting it, is the preferred one to have in, just because it does allow a full grip. And I mean, I don't have monster-sized hands, but it does let me get a full grip without my pinky hanging off. It does come with a mock suppressor on it. It does unthread fairly easy. It uses .177 or 6mm plastic BBs, and it fires at a claimed 160 FPS or feet per second.
But enough of that. Victory is within our grasp.
And something else pretty victorious is that this is actually really affordable. At less than $18 US, I'm going to go ahead and put a link down below, so if you guys want to pick one up. If you're looking for a PPK to display, look no further than the Operative. It really is a great display piece. It's also great for plinking in the backyard at some paper targets, or starting a fight, with your significant other. Because you thought that pizza box would stop the BBs. But instead, you put 2 holes in the couch. Shoot it outside. I would just stay outside with it. Don't shoot it indoors.
Number 2 was not pleased.
I'm going to go ahead and roll some tabletop footage now, and while that's rolling, I'm going to cover some of the finer details of the Operative. Okay, one thing you're going to notice here is that there's no 007 branding on the item at all. It doesn't feel like a toy that you would hand a child. But it doesn't feel like a trainer either. Like for real pistols that are weighted to match. I would say that it lands somewhere kind of in between. Now, I mean, you can immediately feel the plastic, but you can also appreciate the metal accents. Yeah. Now, if you've noticed, my mock suppressor has been painted flat black. This is for display purposes only. This is an airsoft pistol, and this never leaves my house. If I rack the slide, you'll actually see the barrel. It is orange. Okay, so that has been painted. I do not condone that. I'm not telling you to paint yours. I'm not endorsing that you do so. I'm simply explaining to you why mine is a different color than what you would see store-bought. Please be mindful of your state and local laws and paint at your own risk. Okay. Yeah, a lot of detail. You're going to notice a lot of detail in that grip. One thing I love is the safety is functional. That metal safety, if you flick it down, it takes it out of battery. For those who don't speak gun, it pulls the slide back ever so slightly to where the trigger is dead. It will not shoot. So even if you pull the hammer back and that safety is on, it will not drop the hammer. Kind of a cool little feature of the pistol. All the normal markings for the pistol are on here, including the slide serrations. Even the magazine release button has all of the little details in it. Of course, on the side of the body, it is branded Walther. You're going to see that not only up on the slide, but also on the two grips on either side. And that is exactly how the real pistol is. That's exactly what they do. Model PPKS, caliber .6 millimeter BB. The real one, of course, would say, 380 ACP or 9 millimeter Kurz, which stands for short in German. With the kit, you also receive a small container of, plastic BBs. I will say, if this is something that, you plan on plinking around with more often than not in the backyard or, just for fun, I would upgrade the BBs. The ones that comes with it are really, really bad. This is not an accurate airsoft pistol at all. If you hit a paper plate at 15, 20 feet, you're doing good. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, this is designed more as a display piece to begin with. That's what I have it for, and I really feel like at the low price point, that's what they were really just trying to give fans is, hey, here's a replica that works, but that looks much better on the shelf.
This concludes our briefing for today.
One more thing, guys, before I go, I did mean to show you this earlier and I forgot to. If you pick one of these up, one thing you do not want to do, this is a big no-no, you will damage your gun. Trust me, I've done this and I've got the damaged battle marks here to show it. Do not rack the slide and pull the trigger at the same time. What will happen? You will rack the slide, and as you can see right here, the hammer, if you pull the trigger, the hammer will actually, because it's plastic, it's not real, the hammer will go up inside of the slide. When this is off, it's hollowed out to allow for the center to come back. Okay, this will actually go up inside of it and get lodged behind that piece of plastic right there. Not something you want to do. Okay, it's a nightmare to get this back out. I've had to do it twice. Rack the slide, and if you hold the trigger while doing that, the hammer just releases and goes right up underneath it. So don't do that. Big no-no. Probably going to break your gun if you do it. Just wanted to point that out real quick. What are your thoughts on the Operative? Is there a better PPK replica for the collection? Should I buy another one and mock it up to be Palomas? Ooh. I think I should. I think I should do that. I think I'm gonna do that. For the money, why not? You know, $18. We're talking less than $20 here. I think it's free shipping on Amazon too. And then just paint the slides silver, and you now have Paloma's PPK from No Time to Die. I'm probably gonna do that. If and when I do, of course, we'll do a video. But guys, tell me, what do you think? Is this something you're gonna get now? Let me know. I love hearing from you guys in the comments below. And as always, Merry Christmas, 007.